You know what time it is. It's time for another episode of the 7 and a Hook Podcast, the world's premier sports betting podcast. Your source for the best information and insight when it comes to sports wagering. We cover it all because you bet on it all. So let's head up to the studio and get this show rolling.
Hey, Brooksie here, the Irish Insider for the 7 and a Hook Podcast. Hey, hope everybody's having a great day. I hope everybody's having a great weekend. That's right, it is July 4th, holiday weekend. That's right, Independence Day coming soon. Hopefully you're having a burger, having a hot dog, maybe having both, right? Maybe taking a dip in the pool, maybe a dip in the lake or the ocean. I don't know. Whatever you're doing, I hope you're having a good time. Hopefully you're spending some time with some friends and family, kicking back, relaxing a little bit. And hey, make sure you fit in a little 7 and a Hook podcast. That's right, because there is a lot of action taking place this weekend. And today, we're going to cover some MLB, and we also have some MLS, a little soccer. That's right, we're going to do a little soccer. We're going to go to the pitch. Been a little while since we've got down on a little soccer, but I got a couple games tonight I definitely like, and I definitely want to share some information. So hey, again, thanks for everybody that's been tuning into the show. If you're new to the show, above my head, 7andahook.com. Check out our website. It has all of our past content. It's got our socials, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. You know, check us out, search us, give us a subscribe, give us a like, send us some feedback. You know what? That's what keeps us going. That's what keeps us motivated. But really, at the end of the day, what's the show about? Giving picks so you can go cash some ticks. And those that are regulars to the show know that listening to us, listening to all our hosts, it's profitable. Listen, we don't win every game. We don't claim to. But guess what? Our record speaks for itself. Again, go check out our old content. You'll see a lot of winners coming from the 7 and a Hook crew. So, all right. So, without further ado, let's get this show rolling. All right, we're going to start with a little Major League Baseball, like I said, in our Ahead in the Count segment. All right, we got 3 games on the board that I'm taking a look at, and we've got the Tampa Bay Rays on the road travel to take on the Toronto Blue Jays. Now, the runs total set in this game is 9 and a hook, 9.5. Toronto is favored at minus 130. Tampa Bay is plus 110. Now, Rasmussen, he's 5-3 on the season, 3.41 ERA, takes the mound for Tampa Bay. 58 innings pitched. He's got 49 strikeouts. This guy throws some gas. Thomas Hatch, he takes the mound for Toronto. Now, this is his first start of the season. Matter of fact, it's only his 4th start ever. He got called up to the big leagues back in 2020 after spending, 4 or 5 years in the minors. He's only pitched 35 innings in his career, 31 strikeouts. So he is technically, I guess, a strikeout pitcher, but he doesn't take the mound very much. All right, so this is the second game of a doubleheader today. The Rays, they did take game 1 6-2. I think they're going to keep it rolling this evening. So I'm going to take the Rays at plus 110. I just think it's a big ask for Mr. Hatch to make his first start of the season here against Tampa Bay. You know, they are a pretty decent team. They're no slouch. So I like the Rays tonight. As far as the runs total, set at 9 and a hook. Yeah, I'm looking up. Well, I think there's going to be some runs in tonight's game, so I'm going to go over 9.5, 9 and a hook. And I do have a couple prop bets that I like to on this game, and that is Tampa Bay to win and Tampa Bay over 2.5 runs in the first 5 innings. I already said it like Tampa Bay to win the game. That's a plus 125 for that. So Tampa Bay to score over 2.5 runs, so 3 runs in the first 5 innings. That's a plus 125 ticket. Everyone knows that tunes into the show. I love plus money props all day, every day. And then Rasmussen, he can eat up some innings when he's on, and I think he's going to have a good game tonight. So it's plus 310 for him to record a win. All right, so he's got to go deep into the game, but I think he's going to do it tonight, and I think he's going to get the win tonight. So I'm going to take that as a plus 310 ticket. All right, next game on the board, the New York Yankees on the road travel to take on the Cleveland Guardians. All right, Yankees on the road are a minus 180 favorite. The Guardians plus 155 dog at home. Runs total set at 8. Okay, now this is also the second game of a doubleheader. Yankees took game 1. So game 2 tonight, you've got Nestor Cortez for the Yankees taking the mound. He's 6-3 on the season, 2.51 ERA. Having a very, very good season. Aaron Cavalde, I know I'm butchering his name, sorry. 2-4 on the season, 7.2 ERA. Not the strongest of pitchers. He's had a few good outings and a couple stinkers. So now everything says Yankees, right? They won game 1 of the doubleheader, and they got a pitcher with a 7.2 ERA. Seems like a no-brainer. Yeah, not so fast. I don't think so. Cleveland, again, they're still 19-15 at home. They do play pretty good ball at home. They are in second place in the American League Central. Again, this team is no slouch. I think Yankees have been on the road quite a bit lately. Cleveland's been at home. So I think, maybe the second game of a doubleheader, I think you're going to see Cleveland kind of step up here. So I'm going to take Cleveland at plus 155 in this game. And as far as the runs total set at 8, I'm looking up. We're going to go over 8 runs here. I got one prop bet on this game, and that's Cleveland. All right, I'm getting 1.5 runs, okay? And the game has to go over 7.5. All right, so Cleveland getting 1.5 runs, and the total in the game has to go over 7.5. That's a plus 245 ticket. Again, I'll take that plus money ticket any day, considering I do like Cleveland to win the game, and I like the total over 8, so I had to play that parlay. So, okay. Last game on the board for MLB, you got the Boston Red Sox on the road, travel to take on the Chicago Cubs. All right. Red Sox minus 145 favorite on the road, and Cleveland is a plus 125 dog at home. Runs total set at 9.5. Okay. Winkowski takes the mound tonight for the Red Sox. He's 3-1 on the season, 3.63 ERA. All right. Alec Mills takes the mound for Chicago. He's 0-1 on the season with a 9.7 ERA. 9.7 ERA. Okay. Now, again, everything says play the Red Sox, right? Well, again, not so fast as Mr. Lee Corso would say. That line, if this was like one of those no-brainers, well, it should be a little bit more than a minus 145. Would you agree? I mean, I hope so. I really, really think if this was one of those gimme games, the Red Sox would be more like a minus 180, minus 185. I think the book is tempting us to take the Red Sox here, and I'm not biting, okay? I'm going to, and the Red Sox, they've hit kind of a rough patch recently. They've lost 3 out of 4. Now, this is in 9 games in 10 days. 9 games in 10 days for the Red Sox. And these are all road games, okay? So, again, I think their legs might be a little bit tired. I think they're looking to maybe finish out the road trip here, get home. So I'm gonna, and I like Chicago in this spot. They're on a 3-game winning streak. All right, so a lot of times in baseball, it's not always the best team All right, it's the stretch that they're in, and that's really what I looked at when I capped this game. So I'm going to take the Cubs in this game. Yes, I am, at plus 125. And as far as the runs total set at 9 and a hook, yeah, I'm looking up. We're going to go over 9.5, 9 and a hook runs. Okay, couple prop bets I have on this game, and that is Cubs. I think they're going to score some runs here. Over 4.5 runs. That's their total for the game. Over 4.5 runs, and that's a plus 115 ticket. Okay, I think the bats are going to come alive here, and they're going to put up some numbers. And then also I have the Cubs plus 1.5 runs and over 9.5 total for the game. Okay, runs scored combined. Okay, so that's the Cubs getting 1.5 runs. Okay, and the total in the game to go over 9.5, 9 and a hook. That's a plus 290 ticket. Again, I love those plus money props. So, all right, so those are my plays in the MLB. All right, let's switch gears, and we're going to go to the pitch, and we're going to cover some Major League Soccer. As I said in the intro, it's been a little while since I got down on a couple Major League Soccer games, or just soccer in general. But these two games I was looking at on the schedule last night, and I did some capping this morning. And I think it was about time I got back on the MLS pick side here. So first game on the board, we have the Seattle Sounders on the road travel to take on Toronto FC. All right, so Toronto FC is a plus 160 at home. Seattle Sounders plus 140 on the road. Draw is set at plus 260. All right, let's look at each team and how they've been playing so far this season. All right, the Sounders, 7 wins, 2 draws, and 7 losses. They have 23 points. They're currently 7th in the Western Conference table. They've got 24 goals for. They've got 19 against. Not your typical Seattle Sounders season, right? Those that follow Major League Soccer. Seattle is usually near the top of the table, always contending for, literally for winning their league, and then winning winning their division, and then a lot of times they're in the battle for the final to hoist the cup at the end of the year. So this has been a little bit of a difficult start for Seattle. Now it's early; they could still get on track, and literally they're right within playoff berth spot. So we're not ruling them out right now. I'm just saying it's not the typical start for Seattle. Toronto FC. Let's look at those guys. 5 wins on the season, 3 draws, 9 losses. They have 18 points, 12th in the table in the Eastern Conference, down near the bottom. Now, first-year head coach Bob Bradley not having an easy time with the Toronto FC team. So, he's not a rookie coach. I say he's a first-year head coach, but he's coached a long, long time. But even guys like him that have a big, strong resume, they need a little bit of time to get their team in order. So, hence, they've struggled a little bit this year. Now, Seattle, the schedule makers have been really kind to them. Their last 5 games, last 5 matches have been at home. Yeah, they have not seen the road since May 29th. So this is going to be their first road game in a while. So they've been sleeping in their own bed, as I like to say, for about over a month. Okay? Now, Toronto, this is their 3rd home game in a row. So they have been sleeping in their own beds. Because of that, because it's the first road game for Seattle in a long time, and again, Toronto, not having a great season, but they are pretty good at home. And listen, Bob Bradley, he's a good coach. I think he's going to get his team up for this game. So I like Toronto at plus 160 to win this match. Couple prop bets I have on this match. Toronto to win the match and over 1.5 goals. All right, Toronto to win and over. They have to score over 1.5 goals. That's a plus 225 ticket. I will take that. And then goal prop. I have Jimenez for Toronto to score, okay, and Toronto FC to win. So Jimenez to score and Toronto to win. That's a plus 330 ticket. So again, I love I love plus money props. Oh, I love plus money regardless. And Jimenez has 8 goals on the season, so he scored pretty much in half of their games. Again, there's a good chance he's going to put a biscuit in the basket, and I like Toronto to win this match, so hence the play on him. Okay, next game up on the board for Major League Soccer, and last game on today's show. I got LAFC on the road, excuse me, travel to take on the Vancouver Whitecaps. Okay. LAFC minus 105. Wow, minus 105 favorite on the road, and Vancouver Whitecaps plus 245 dog at home. Not often you see a team, a minus money favorite on the road, but that's because LAFC has been really playing great soccer. Great football, depending on who you're talking to this season. Okay, the draw, that's a plus 260. All right, LAFC, I say they're having a great season. Well, they have. They sit atop the Western Conference table. They have 11 wins, 3 draws, and 3 losses. Pretty damn good. They've got 36 points on the season. This is the most impressive. 35 goals they've put in. They've only let up 18. Yeah, this team likes to score goals, and they're very stingy about giving them back. Vancouver, let's take a look at the Whitecaps. 6 wins on the season, 3 draws, 8 losses. They're 11th in the Western Conference table. They've got 21 points. So these two teams are kind of on opposite ends of the table. All right, Steve Cherundolo. Again, I'm trying not to butcher his name. First-year head coach for LAFC. Gets the double thumbs up here from Brooksie. He's doing a great job getting his team motivated. They're playing great soccer, great football. And again, first-year head coach, you got to give him kudos, okay? Now, on the road, that's where, LAFC isn't the best. They're not the worst, but they're 500 on the road. 3 wins, 3 losses. And goals scored in those 6 games pretty much even, okay? So, it's just tough for me to have them as a minus 105 favorite on the road, as I like to say. So, and this is their first game, again, on the road in about a month, okay? So they used to have been playing at home last 3 or 4 matches. Now they got to head on the road to go to Vancouver. Vancouver, on the other hand, this is the second of 3 home games they have in a row. Because of that, I'm gonna take Vancouver in this game at plus 245 to win the match. I'm gonna hedge it a little bit because I think this is gonna be a little bit of a chess match. So, and I'm gonna play the draw also. So the draw at plus 260. So I have Vancouver at plus 245 and the draw at plus 260. So okay, so that's gonna put a wrap on tonight's show. Hopefully I gave you some good insight and some good information so you can do what? Take the picks and go cash some ticks. Listen, as we always say, we really appreciate everybody tuning in, whether you're watching the show, via your phone or your laptop or your PC, whatever it is. Make sure you check out all of our socials. Okay, and make sure you give us a follow. And don't forget to go to YouTube. Give us a subscribe. Check out all of our content. I think you're going to like what you see. Okay, so anyways, have a great night. And as we always say, may your bad beats be small and your big wins be monster.
Thanks again for tuning in to the 7 and a Hook podcast. Until next time, may your bad beats be small and your big wins be monster.